Hi, this is Ariel from CopilotKit. In this tutorial, we're going to take a simple to-do app and supercharge it with an AI copilot using CopilotKit. By the end of the tutorial, you will learn how to integrate CopilotKit into any application, implement a chat pop-up for your users to chat with the AI assistant, and finally, your Copilot will be able to read application state in real time and perform actions on behalf of the user within the app. The code for this tutorial, of course, is available on GitHub, and you can find all the details down below. Let's get started. So first, I'm going to check out this repo. Feel free to stop the video if you have not checked it out yet. And let's not forget to install the dependencies by running npm install. Great. Let's start the project in development mode by running npm run dev. This is just a standard Next.js app router project. And I'm going to open up my browser at localhost 3000 and let's see what we got here. So this is the project. So this is just a task management application, quite simple. We have a list of tasks. We are able to add new tasks. Let's say clean the kitchen. We're able to delete tasks and we're able to mark tasks as done or in progress. Pretty simple, right? Now, in terms of code, I'm not going to run you through the whole code base, even though it's pretty simple. What's important to know is that we have this page.tsx file. It's our homepage, which is wrapped by tasks provider and the tasks list. So tasks list and anything within that is responsible for rendering our tasks right here. And the tasks provider is coming from this file here, which has on one hand our provider. We use state here to manage the state of our tasks. We have some functions here to manipulate the state, add task, set task status, and delete task. Pretty simple CRUD operations. And then we also export a use tasks hook, which takes this context, the React context right here, and allows us to use it in the use tasks hook. So some examples for where we use it in our tasks list component. We use it here to get access to our tasks so we can then render them. And then another example is within the task itself, we use the use tasks hook to be able to set the task status or delete a task. And finally, in the add to do component, which is our input field right here, we use the same hook to be able to add a task. So this is pretty common in React applications. You have a central place where you manage your state, or maybe in our case, it's a context or provider to manage state for a particular feature. In our case, it's tasks. And we kind of hook into that context in different parts of our application. Pretty standard here. Now, to the interesting part, let's use CopilotKit to add an intelligent AI copilot to this app. Before we begin, we need to install a few dependencies. So back to my terminal, and I'm going to install CopilotKit/React-core. And this package contains the core functionality of CopilotKit. And we also need to install at CopilotKit/React UI. This package contains CopilotKit's built-in UI components. And of course, you can always use CopilotKit entirely in headless mode and provide your own UI if you wish. Let's install that and run the project again. Great. Back to the page.tsx file. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to import the CopilotKit provider. So I'm going to do that by typing in import CopilotKit from CopilotKit React Core. This is just a React provider, and I'm going to wrap my entire app with it. There you go. Now, we still need to configure one more thing. CopilotKit has a component called Copilot Runtime, which is the server-side component of CopilotKit. This is what allows your front-end app to communicate with large language models. It also helps maintain message history and a bunch of other useful features. For this tutorial, I recommend you using Copilot Cloud. It's free to start with, and it's the easiest way to get started. And this way, you don't have to host anything on your machine. If you still prefer to self-host, all you have to do is head over to our documentation to this tutorial and just choose self-hosting here. And you'll see all the code snippets you need to implement to host your own Copilot runtime for whatever framework you use. And again, we are just going to use Copilot Cloud. So simply click here, sign up to Copilot Cloud. It's free. Get your public API key and continue. Since I'm going to use Copilot Cloud, I'm going to specify here public API key and then paste my public API key here. Great. That's really all I need to do to set up CopilotKit. The next step is to implement the Copilot popup. The Copilot popup is a UI component built into the React UI package that's going to allow us to interact with our AI assistant. So let's import Copilot popup, and we can simply put it here. There we go. So now if we refresh our app, it looks kind of funky, and that's because we also need to import the built-in styles for CopilotKit. So import add CopilotKit /React UI /styles.css. There you go. Once we've imported that, we have this nice design right here, and we have a chat box. Let's just make sure it works. Hey, how are you doing? There you go. We have an AI assistant baked into our app. Now that's really cool, but it's going to get much, much cooler when our Copilot is able to read our application state and perform actions within our application. So let's do that. First, we're going to make our Copilot aware of our application state. For example, I want to be able to ask it, hey, tell me how many tasks I still need to get done, or how many tasks are done, right? So for this to work, our Copilot needs to constantly be aware of our application state. And just to remind you, we have this use tasks file where we have our tasks provider that stores our tasks state. So we need a way to tell our CopilotKit, hey, this is the state of our tasks. This is pretty easy. We're going to go up here and import from CopilotKit React Core. We're going to import a hook called use Copilot readable. And we're going to use this hook right here and say use Copilot readable. And then we need to specify a description for the AI to understand what it is reading. So description is going to be the state of our tasks. And then for value, this could be anything, but I'm just going to pass on tasks. All right, so now let's open up the Copilot chat pop-up and say, please tell me which tasks I still need to finish. There you go. So it's fully aware of our state. Prepare a presentation slide, send meeting notes, email, and review Uli's pull request. So let's say I check one off, so it's done. I just finished one task. How many are remaining? List them. There you go. So fully aware of our application state. And all we had to do for that to happen is import one hook and use it in our component. Great. So in the next step, you're going to learn how to allow your Copilot to take action within the app. Still within this file, I'm going to import an additional hook, and it's going to be use Copilot action. And this hook is going to allow me to specify actions that the Copilot is aware of. So I'm going to show you an example. Use Copilot action, and then it's going to accept a name, the name of the action. And let's say I'm going to call it add task. And then I'm going to give it a description. Add a task to the to-do list. And finally, parameters. This is very similar to function calling if you've ever done that with any AI model or AI provider. And here we need to provide an array of parameters. So the first one and the only one is going to be title, the title of our task, what type it is. It's going to be a string. The description, which is the title of the task to create. And finally, required, whether it's required or not. True, we always need a title. And then down here, we are going to specify a handler. And this is a simple handler function where we get an object corresponding to our parameters. And it's fully type safe, by the way, which is pretty cool. So whatever parameters you specify here are going to get processed by TypeScript. And when you specify your handler here, it's going to be fully type safe. Now here I can do whatever I want. I could print it, new task with title, blah, blah, blah. In this case, really what I want to do is just reuse an existing function that I have here called add task and say add task title. And I can even return something that the AI is going to be aware of. So for example, task created successfully. You don't have to do that, but it tends to be very helpful. There you go. So we've just defined a Copilot action here, and let's see it in action. I'm going to refresh my app and I'm going to say, create a new task for cleaning the kitchen. Boom, new task created, clean the kitchen. How amazing is that? Super natural. Now here's a small challenge for you. Your challenge is to implement 2 more Copilot actions. First one being delete task so that the Copilot is able to delete a task. And the second one is set task status so that the Copilot can say whether a task is done or not. If you want to do it, just stop the video and go ahead. I'm now going to proceed and show you that solution. So use Copilot action. The name is going to be delete task. Description will be delete a task from the to-do list. And the parameters will be just one. It's going to be the ID of the task, which is going to be a number because we use numbers for IDs in this application. Description, the ID of the task to delete, and whether it's required. Yes, it is required. Finally, we have a handler. There you go. AI assistance kind of helped me here. Perfect. So that's one. And the other one I want to specify is set task status. Description sets the status of a task, and parameters. It's going to be an array of parameters. In this case, we're going to have 2 parameters, one being the ID of the task and the second being status. And there you go. My AI assistant is already being super helpful, but I want the status to be of type enum. So I'm going to say enum object.values task status, and task status is coming from here. It's just an enumeration of the available task statuses. Then handler and ID status. Again, it's fully type safe, which is super neat. And right here, I'm going to call set task status and return task status set successful. So I've added these 2 Copilot actions. I'm going to refresh the page. And we can now operate our application entirely using a Copilot. Let's try that. So create a new task for cleaning the kitchen. I've just cleaned the kitchen. Please reflect that in the to-dos. There you go. It's checked off now. Delete all done tasks so my to-do list is cleaner. There you go. It deleted all of the done tasks. How amazing is that? All right, congratulations on implementing your first ever Copilot. It was super easy, and in just a couple of minutes, we took this existing app and really supercharged it with our AI Copilot. Here are a few things you can do next. Explore our documentation. We have some cool hooks that allow you to do really nice things like the use Copilot chat suggestions hook. You can try to add initial assistant messages in the Copilot popup component. You can dive deeper into some of our hooks like use Copilot chat, which allows you to append messages, add system messages, and really manipulate the message history. And if you still feel like you want to explore some more of CopilotKit in a tutorial form, we have this text area auto completion tutorial. In this tutorial, you're going to take a simple email app and you're going to use the Copilot text area component, which is a drop-in replacement for any text area that gives it AI superpowers. It's super fun and it's as short and straightforward as this tutorial, so I highly recommend you taking it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions or need help, please come over to our Discord and chat with us. I wish you the best of luck and thanks for taking this tutorial.